Here we go. Let's go. All
Both
three of
those
us.
in
We are back together once again after being at a family reunion the last few days. So, man, it's good times. Good times, man. It was good to be out in Williams, Arizona, be at the Grand Canyon, all that good stuff. It was a good time.
That was super fun. Yeah, it was super fun to be out there, man. Like, and good to see you guys and chat some Charger stuff together. You know, like, I mean, hey, I don't know. You guys ran off and did your own thing, though. You know, I went to go see the Bears and the Wolves and stuff like that. You know, but
Bears and the Wolves.
Yeah,
we rid roller coasters.
Yeah,
it wasn't really a roller coaster, but it was a kind of a roller coaster.
It was the Canyon Coaster, you know. But
Canyon Coaster.
Yeah. I'm just glad you brought my kids back. You know, I'm like,
I know.
Right, yeah, I wasn't sure.
We were sell them. You know.
Yeah, right. Hey.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. We had a good time.
It was a good time, man.
Oh man, well, I tell you, a lot of good news came out this week, and guys, we were trying to stay on top of it. Again, we were so busy with family doing other things; it was a little hard, but try to get as much content as we could out for you folks. And it's gonna be pretty interesting. This is gonna be good episode, guys. I mean, a lot to talk about. A lot of camp battles we need to discuss, and some people looking good, some people looking bad. You know, we'll see how it plays out, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one.
Yes, sir.
It'll be good. It's a long show. I mean, we got a lot to kind of catch up on too, but it's a good, solid week one recap, basically.
Yes.
So,
we'll try to keep it short and sweet, you know, about all the topics, but you know how we get long-winded and we get distracted and stuff, you know. So
we like to flap our gums. It is what it is.
That's right.
You know, that's what it is. It is what it is.
Like, I know I'm the smartest man in every room I walk into. So, you know, I'm just saying. You know, from a football perspective, you know, I got to share my thoughts. You know what I mean?
Okay, now we know we're in for it now, James. You know, geez, he already started. Only 2 minutes in, and he already started.
He's already doing it. He's already doing it.
Clap on YouTube. They're gonna clap us, dude. We're gonna get doxxed. We're gonna get doxxed by YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
All right,
guys. Let's hit that button.
Let's hit it. Let's go.
Bros.
Herbert here, man. You watching the Boat Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Boat Bros on the beat, leave stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Boat Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bullets in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
Man, you see that good form on that throw I did to you, James? You know, it was supposed to be an in route. You're supposed to hook it or something. You didn't do it.
Oh my gosh!
Throw, dude. I had to dig it from the ground, dude. Man, come on, bro. Up here, dude. Up here. Let's go. Come on now.
Hey, that was the first take, though. First take. You know, so that was good,
point.
Right? You know,
yep. One and done. That's what's up. Yep.
One and done. That's right.
Oh my gosh, Miguel's trying to earn some brownie points in here with these new experience things right here. He's playing into your ego a little bit too hard right now. Come on now.
Good form. It was phenomenal. Okay, all right.
Oh,
thank you, Miguel. I appreciate that.
The catch was great. Bad throw.
Yeah,
dig that thing from the ground, dude. On the
run. That's right. Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, YouTube keeps adding some stuff on there. So what do they got? Experience points now, Kyle? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this thing, but apparently there's like some new experimental rollout feature where people are getting experience points directly in YouTube. You're still getting the points for the Streamlabs stuff. But Miguel, as you all know, he's trying to stay at number one. He's trying to stay up top, baby. So, yeah.
YouTube playing with their emotions. Well, we've also talked about having a membership plan, you know, like $5 a month or whatever, and gives you priority in the chats and things like that. Plus, you know, maybe you have access to the Bolt Bros emoji. You know, Andrew, James, Kyle. We can do our little NFTs that you could throw in the chat. So we're kind of toying with that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. it's a little bit like, does it really matter? I don't know, guys. We just really wanted to sit there and hang out with you guys. But I guess it's another way you could show some love to us in the chat as well too. So
yeah,
Pappy, we will see you next weekend. We're just going to announce Andrew and me, James, will be at training camp next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and we will be there Monday too.
Yes.
So, and just to give you guys an idea, tomorrow the training camps for week 3 tickets will be ready for you to be picked up for week 3 starting Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, it's crazy. I think they have like 17 dates for training camp.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
It's a lot of training camp to be seen by the fans, which is great. And it's an awesome time, guys. So we're excited to be out in camp next weekend and have a good time with all the fans and everything too. So speaking of being
other teams don't have any of those camps as well too. So not like the Chargers at all. I mean, it's interesting. So we've been talking to a lot of the content creators, and a lot of them have nothing like that for their fan base. So so we take advantage of it if you can, guys.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Definitely.
And speaking about being a fan in the audience, you guys seen this thing? This thing blew up like no other on the internet.
Yeah, it went absolutely viral,
This
bro.
guy got obliterated.
So funny.
Obliterated. And these are hilarious NFL memes and everything too. There's so many different variations of this too. I thought it was pretty hilarious with me with 7 hours of commercial-free football, straight up red zone. Gotta love that, hearing every single morning on a Saturday or a Sunday morning.
Oh yeah,
one of the best things to hear starting the day. And then you got Mr. Mahomes over there. People are bagging on his dad bod these days too, but he's out there with the refs having a good time, dude. I mean, geez, that is so funny, man. That is some hilarious memes, man. So excited for football, man. Can't wait. But that was pretty funny. That whole thing blew up the internet, man. It was crazy.
It was nuts, dude.
It's a lot of people we were speculating about that on the road trip home. It's like, if he actually just like played it off like nonchalantly, it like didn't act all weird about it, he probably would have been able to been fine. There probably would have been nothing about it,
I saw a couple memes where they did that, ways that you could play it off and act like nothing's wrong and everything too. And it's like, but it was obvious. Like, you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Not a good situation. But to go back to where we've been at this week, we were at the Grand Canyon and we're out there for a family reunion. So there's a picture of us at the Grand Canyon with the smoke. That's fires that are going on there. And everything.
Right behind us. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. Even got thicker later on throughout the day, but Bull Bros took over Grand Canyon, and it was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope. So good time to be out there and cooler weather, which was fantastic for me.
That's going to be our new album cover right there.
That's right.
Dropping some fat beats here pretty soon, y'all.
Bolt Bros in Paradise. Something like that.
That's right, man. Bolt Bros in Paradise. Let's go. But it was a good time, man. It's a good time being all together and everything, and enjoy family and everything too. So
good times.
Going back to training camp, there's a lot of things kind of going on. Next week, the Chargers will be in San Diego for camp for 2 days. Really cool. They'll be at UCSD, I believe.
UCSD. Yep.
And they will be out there for 2 days, training camp wise and everything too. Some of the players talked a little bit about that in interviews this week, and they're like, hey, it's kind of cool to go out to a different area. You kind of have to bond more as a team. You got things that you guys, being at a hotel together and everything like that. So there's off-field bonding plus the on-field bonding for training camp and everything too. But there is also a meet and greet at Moonshine Beach, which is, I believe, in Mission Beach. Address is all here too. 1165 Garnett Avenue in San Diego, Wednesday, July 3rd, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come on through. If you're in San Diego, come on through. Go to the tailgate there and everything too. It'll be a great turnout, I'm sure. So
and so that one is for season ticket holders and military personnel. I think one is for military only, and then one is for season ticket holders only. So
got it.
So I think pay attention to that. Like, if you can, there might be some clubs out there that have some extra tickets that so show up and kind of go at look for some tickets with the Charger Bolt fam, Die Hard Bolt Club, all that stuff. There'll probably be some extra tickets around, so and available. So just keep in mind.
Yep. check out the fan clubs. They got a lot of good stuff going on with that too. And I shout out to Pappy hooking us up with some tickets too for a day for next Saturday, by the way. So appreciate it.
Let's go, Pappy.
Let's go.
Woo! Yeah. Pappy's good to hook up on jerseys too, man. You ever want to go to get a jersey, boy? Pappy got them all, dude.
Yeah, he is like the auction king right now. Like he's all up in that Bolts biz business.
He's got the plug, dude. He's got the plug, man. He's got the plug. But looks like we got a super chat here, guys. From John.
Yo, let's go.
What's up, my guy? What's up, John, man? Hope you're ready for the season. Can't wait for it, man. So I'm excited about it. But the Zion Johnson BB or the Bradley Bozeman experience worries me. The thought of we will just flip-flop these guys and problem solve. I don't know. Hope I'm wrong. Bolt up. Yeah, actually, we'll chat about that when we start talking a little bit.
We have some thoughts about that one for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to take from that too. Now, once again, it's right now the Underwear Olympics in training camp. Pads get on. I think that'll shift things a little bit too, but we'll talk more in depth on that here pretty shortly.
Yeah, one thing I will add one little tidbit is that Popper did say Zion did not look amazing out there first week. And they did flop Bozeman back to center.
Yep.
So, look, we're going to be a play-action team. And so you got to be able to snap the ball under center. And I think that was my biggest concern. By the way, when you said ZJ and BB, I was thinking about that Super Troopers. Or is it Super Trooper? No, what was the other one? He goes, you want a ZJ, a BJ, or a ZJ. Yeah, ZJ. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. And I was like, dying. I was like, that was like the funniest part of the whole movie when you said that. That's where my mind goes. That was the wrong way. My mind goes the wrong way, guys. But anyways, that was great. Good mental laugh there.
No doubt. But yeah, man, appreciate the love, my guy. Appreciate it, John G, and for the super chat and everything too. So appreciate it, my guy. But we'll talk more in depth about that. Upcoming weekend. Post practice party that's going to happen at the Boardroom Brewery in El Segundo, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So pretty cool thing. Anthony Miller will be there. It's going to be a great time. You can basically eat some Peruvian food, which most definitely I'm eating some Peruvian food there. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a good thing. So photo booth, peeps, everything type. I guess you can take photos with Anthony Miller, I guess. Yep. Charger props are going to be there.
Questions, yeah. I mean,
So it's going to be a pretty cool thing, and I think the Lightning podcast will be there too.
Lightning Round
podcast, I believe.
I think it's Lightning Strikes. I'm not sure. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, Lightning Strike podcast. I think that's what it is. I can't see it on the thing for some reason there, but yeah, Lightning Strike will be there too. So they will be doing a live broadcast there. So it's a good time. Once again, it's fun to just be around a bunch of fans getting excited, talk Chargers football constantly. And generally, our voices after every single day is pretty much shot. So it's a good time. So, but come on out. If you're coming out Saturday, if you don't have tickets still to the Saturday one, come out to the after party. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, and guys, if you see us as well too, come say hi to us. So
yes, please. Yeah,
we want to connect with you guys for sure. That's why we do this.
Mm-hmm. And while you're at it, slip a Blue Chew into Andrew's drink.
That's right. Let's do that.
Hold it up,
everybody, until you're blue chewed up. That's right. You got to be blue chewed up.
You're gonna be walking around like this. You're gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" You're just gonna keep that leg in, dude.
Yep.
What's up, guys? All right, what's up, dude? Hey, what's up?
It's the pleats. I'm taking the pants back right now.
Leave the pants.
Yep.
Leave the pants.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Oh my goodness.
We're looking forward to that. So we will be the after party on the 26th. Saturday, so that'll be a great time. So
it's the Diddy party, the freak off. We're
gonna be having whoa! I don't know.
Oh, hey, I don't know about that.
That's awesome. Miguel said Diddy party. Oh, Diddy, there you go.
No, yeah, I don't know about that one, man. Yeah.
All right, keep it classy, relax.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't want to be on no lists. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm good. I'm good. No list. But to move on to the all navies. Love them. I'm wearing one of the all navies, the old all navies now, I should say. I thought it was kind of funny and
the experimental, the only defeated all navies.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about it is, yes, this jersey right here and that combo We have not won a game in that because we've only played in one game with that, and we lost against the Dolphins, which it was a game I was at in Arizona that got moved because of the 2003 San Diego fires.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It was a free game, and it was like tons of ASU fans were there and everything. Yeah. It was at the ASU Stadium here in Arizona, and they played in the Navies in that one. And this is a photo from that game. This is the only time they've ever gone all Navy, and it was so dope. It was like a Monday night game, and they went all Navies, and I think we got smoked in that game from what I remember.
Dang.
So those jerseys are defeated too. So we didn't win that one. So hope for the best from this point on, guys. So
they're still dope, though. I'll tell you what, they are dope. I mean, I wanted that helmet. Yeah. Well, the only thing I would say is that I wish they'd done the baby blue helmet with the baby blue uniforms. That's what I wish they would have done. You know, just to match the whole nuts to butts.
Yeah, powder blue all the way top to bottom. That'd be pretty solid. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
no doubt. And it looks like John G was actually at that game too. Yeah, I believe that's what it was. It's a can of food that you had to get in, but it was free.
Oh, that's right.
And I remember that there was like a couple streakers that jumped on the field too during the game. I mean, it was wild. It was a wild time, but it was cool to come out there for the game and everything. It was cool to be able to just, hey, let's go to a different stadium and play a game out there. And it was fun. It was fun, man. It was a fun time. So first time kind of hanging around in Arizona, to be honest. So that's funny though. I forgot about the can of food.
And now you live in Arizona, do you?
Now I live in Arizona. Now I'm here. Now I'm here, living in this hot weather.
Well, I was gonna say this. I mean, yeah, even though like that technically the all Navy jersey is still all defeated.
Yep.
We've had these Navy jerseys like this for a long time, and we actually went into the Super Bowl with that type of jersey. Exactly. So that's what's saying that we're gonna get to the Super Bowl again because we got that 90s look once again at us. Let's take it. Any help we can do it. I'm in. Let's go. I would love to be able to see that happen. I thought it was kind of funny. What NFL Mike interviewed a bunch of people. NFL Mike interviewed a bunch of people about like how many Super Bowls are going to win and stuff. And hey, just give me one in my life, dude. Just please, one. Just one. I'm okay with one. So, but yeah, either which way, I love the Navies. Can't wait for it. And it's going to look great, man, on the field for sure. I hope they go all tinted visors too on the field. It just looks great together.
So sick.
Mm-hmm.
Going on to the yellows. I call them the big birds. And
the big birds, huh?
The big birds is what I call these jerseys. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm unsure about it right now, but I mean, Matt Money Smith talked about the Navies, and he was like, you know what? It's kind of growing on me a little bit after he was bagging on the Navies forever.
Man, forever, dude. Such a hater.
Forever.
Who was?
But Matt Money Smith was. Yeah. And now the yellows, it seems like a lot of people are kind of turning around a little on them. I think to me, I just need to see them going. I just need to see them on field pretty much.
But you'll know right where your boys are at, dude. Right? It's the charge of bananas, dude. For real.
Yeah, the Savannah Bananas of Los Angeles, dude. Like,
but you got to remember, it's not yellow; it's gold. You got to say gold.
It's sunshine gold.
It's gold.
Sunshine gold. Okay.
So you guys nobody likes the yellows. What's your favorite jersey combination right now? Navy, yellow, or all the all baby blue?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not. I got mixed feelings about this all sunshine gold outfit. I mean, we've been teased this outfit for a long time now. You know, like, I mean, ever since 2020, they kind of did it as a promotional type thing that people were like would wear around the stadium. I kind of liked it, but also kind of like, well, I don't know if I don't know. It'll probably grow on me a little bit, but the only thing that matters is that they win in that jersey. That's it. That's the bottom line. But we talked about it a lot as brothers and stuff in the chat. And Derwin James even said it too. They absolutely must. It would be an absolute miss if they don't do this. But they have to play that week 1 in Brazil because that would be an absolute paying homage to the national Brazilian soccer team. Yeah, they call it football there. Color wise. Sure, they have blue and yellow and green, We have yellow and blue and stuff like that, but if we show up there, it's our home game. Show up there in yellow. That would be an absolute killer move. We have to do it.
Yep.
I think we're only scheduled to play the Colts in that uniform.
Currently, yeah, right.
I know it's basically giving homage to the 80s teams, I think, to the Charger Power. Even in the inside of the jersey, it even says Charger Power in there.
Yeah, right.
Yep. It sucks to think that, but yeah, it would have been a great idea to put it to the Brazil game. It would have made a ton of sense out there, but doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
They got to flex it. They got to change it up, man. No, hey, they've done it before.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yellow, man.
Miguel, white pants are for girls. But I would say if you did probably put white pants on the yellow jerseys, I think it would blend a little bit better.
I think, you're right. You're probably right. Actually, that would probably be a little bit nicer if the white pants, even powder blue pants, would be pretty solid right there too. That'd be
it could be pretty interesting, man.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
but see, why not a yellow helmet though? You know what I mean?
Right.
Just match the jersey all the way through. Just color rush it,
top to bottom. Yeah,
that's all yellow. That's all yellow.
Yeah, well, at the same time, there's all these rules about that. We can only have 2 different variations of the helmet.
That is true. That is.
I mean, they can change the sticker on the helmet. I mean, I don't know. That's yeah.
I mean, they do that in college. Why can't they do it in the pro?
True.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, heck, Oregon seems to have new jerseys every week.
Every week. But I don't know. These ones are not really growing on me a whole lot. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But
I know. Yeah, I know. You were pretty much anti this idea very early on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all I sneakily suspected that this was going to be something because, like we said, they teased it for 5 years now. So yeah.
Well, it would have been nice. I think the white with the gold would look good. The all white.
I agree.
I think that would have looked a little bit better, but
that would have looked great.
They didn't call boat bros for any, just so you know, guys.
Nope.
They
never did.
They should have. They should have. Let's be very clear about that.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
But I will say though, I am happy that they did not go with a blackout type thing with no black, whatever. The only other thing that I thought would have been nice, maybe if they did, like they took that idea from the 90s jersey with navy with the white inside. Maybe they put powder blue inside instead of the white, to kind of switch it up a little bit, like that could have been pretty awesome. They've been like a midnight storm or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been cool. I mean, they had some more ideas, and I'm sure Nike's going to want to do more crazy variations, which they are going to do kind of a City Connect jersey.
Oh, that's right.
Down the road too. So who knows if the black ones might be the choice that they go with, or gray, or whatever it might be.
Or maybe technically is this banana jersey the City Connect one right now?
No. Yeah, I think there's other teams that are going to have City Connect this year.
Okay.
I don't know if they've announced them yet or anything like that, but they won't make this the City Connect. It's just like the Padres, Dodgers, all the MLB teams. They have these crazy variations that they play every now and then. It'll be something that's not even out at all at this point. Yeah.
So very connected to the city, right?
Connected to the city in some way or another. Exactly. So
that'd be basically cool. You're saying it should be like a Mexican flag because all the riots or some fires or something like that, or like now. Beats me.
Well, I mean, if you think about the Padres, that's what they connected a lot out there with their jerseys to the City Connect. Yeah. So their border to Mexico. So so we'll see where it goes. But the Brisket Broads, I thought, did a pretty funny thing. If you've been paying attention to their Instagram, obviously these are alternate universes. I said universes, uniforms for the Chargers. They said, "Hey, Jim Harbaugh, what about you having an alternate, uniform of some sort?" They said, "Hey, how about you look like Eric Coryell back in the '80s?" And I thought that was pretty hilarious. He's like, never thought about that. But he's like, it's a good idea though. Like, what if it was so funny?
If he rolled out like that, that would be so sick.
That would be absolutely incredible if they did that. So pretty hilarious if he did that. I mean, I don't anticipate Jim Harbaugh to do that, but just thinking if they did have their alternate and he rocked this, That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious to see. So
that'd be so funny. Yeah, but I'm assuming the NFL probably tells them what they want to wear because they're all wearing something matching on the side now, which is kind of annoying. But they do it because they can sell. Guess what? More merch, right? Hoodies, all this other stuff, right? So look at that, dude. The plaid. Woo! I would rock the
plaid of the collar
right now.
Plaid pants. Yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll tell you right now, I would rock that all day.
Fantastic. Yeah, at the very least, he should do that for a Halloween game. Like just go out there. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, Halloween game. Well, technically, is after Halloween, but it was in Tennessee, so it'd be the week before that, whatever game that would be. But that would be awesome. Right. Yeah, if he ended up rocking that, that would be great. That would be great.
Love to see it.
And shout out to the Brisket Broads. Hopefully, we'll see you guys at camp.
Yep.
It's always good to see and great content, by the way. I've been seeing you guys, what you've been doing with the players and everything, with giving them gum and making choosing which is going to be the most popular gum between the players and stuff. It was pretty funny.
Pretty good.
They're taking a little playbook play out of the social media.
Social media.
That's all they do,
Yeah, I love it. And then Justin Herbert, he's a vampire, I think.
That's Blade, dude. That's Blade.
That's Blade, dude.
He's got the devil in him.
That's Darth Justin. Darth Herbo. Yeah.
Darth Herbo. Yeah, you get the interview of a vampire too, or something like that. Whatever way you want to put it, man. But basically, he's got like these sunglasses built into his eyeballs and contact essentially, and so he's saying he doesn't have to squint as much. He says he's got lighter eyes. I have lighter eyes, so sun really affects my eyes like crazy.
Yep.
And so something like that's not a bad idea, man. Maybe I should get some of them contacts and slap them on, walk around the stadium with those, dude.
It'd be so sick.
People are like, this dude is a straight up vampire, dude.
Hold on a second. I got a quick little music cue for that one.
There we go. No, but here's the thing though. What a great idea! He did say that he has to get a prescription or something approved.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. But the reality is, again, I have light eyes as well, and when you have light eyes, the sun really affects your eyes a lot.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't block out the UV rays as easily, and that's what those do exactly. So makes it a little bit harsher, a little less harsh on his eyes.
Not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea, man. So, and he doesn't like the visor or anything because it gets like sweaty in there and everything too. And so he has to wipe it down and all that nonsense. So, hey, why not give it a shot, And they even asked some of the defensive players too, that if they would do something. Actually, I think he asked Quentin Johnston about it. And Quentin Johnston was like, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I could do it. Who knows? So you never know. Maybe it's going to be a trend within the league where they'll do all these type of contacts. And I think a couple of weeks ago, Cameron Dicker and Justin Herbert were walking around town in Manhattan Beach with these on. And so
that's crazy.
Yeah. He talked about in an interview that they were wearing them and they were like tripping out. I thought they were just doing it as a gag or something like that, but they were actually doing it to test them out. So
interesting. Okay. Blue eyes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, the Chargers, Greg Roman and Coach Harbaugh, they gotta do this now, though. I think they have to make this a thing. They have to figure out a play, and they got to call it
Execute Order 66.
That would be perfect, dude.
They must do it. Yeah,
let's go.
I want to see it. Yeah.
That is.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll take out some of the corners or something like that. They lay them out or something. I don't know. Do something. Yeah.
Order 66.
Execute Order 66. Yeah.
John G, man, he's got a question here. Have you heard if the Bolt Pride guys are meeting at Native again this year? That's here. Probably meeting is here in Arizona. Obviously, I'll be there for the KC game for sure. Can't afford to make that trip. So. If that's what he's saying here in Arizona, yes.
Like
Yeah. Bull Pride 602 basically try to lock down that spot. So we will have those announcements once it's officially all said and done. But that should be the place for Chargers fans in the Valley and specifically in the East Valley. So yes.
Yes. And John, remember that native. They got the best Wiggins in town.
Wiggins, dude. They got the best Wiggins.
Woo, we got some Wiggins. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah, no, and it's good. And guys, like get involved in your communities, right? Like if you have an opportunity to get involved, just do it, man. It makes all the difference. You know, if your team loses, you don't want to be around a bunch of people that are rooting for the other team. Then you just feel horrible. At least you're with your boys. You know, hey, you can console each other. You know, put little tears. You know, right? That's how we felt when we were in the Houston game, right? Right, James?
Yeah. Walking out of that, you're like, what did we just watch?
So frustrating.
But on the upside of that, though, we had some pretty good barbecue. We went to a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there was a pretty cool pre-game, you know, barbecue. We got some free barbecue there. I think he wasn't even a Chargers fan. He was just hooking us up with free barbecue and everything.
That's what's up.
It was good, man. I mean, Houston treated us right, man. Outside of that game, it was a good time, man. It was a good time.
We can play now.
We can play now.
We had some really funny conversations with Houston fans. It was pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
It was a really good time. Really good time.
Yep. Yeah, but you guys are banned from going to those games without me, though, for sure.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all messed up.
Well, you better be there week 3, dude, because we're going to be at that game.
I already got that. I already got that planned. I got the time off.
And just throwing it out there, I might have a shot to be able to go to that Raiders game in Vegas the week 2. So I have a shot.
You know, see, I'm thinking about like road tripping out to that one too. You know, it's like, may as well. I'll do a whole drive there and then drive back like the same night. I don't even care, man.
I might be there with you on that one too, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I might be there with you on that. So we'll see. We'll see.
No, I don't know.
Keep it on the hush. Keep it on the hush.
But that's kind of like, I don't know, that's going into enemy territory. But hey, everything I've heard
Black
though,
hole, dude. I don't want to go to a black hole. Nah, I'm good.
You mean the Roomba? Yeah, but I do admit that the the Raiders fans in Vegas apparently are much more docile than they have been in Oakland. That's for
I can imagine.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. In LA, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, like Vegas is like it's a new town of sports. You know, you got basically the Golden Knights there. You got obviously the Raiders there now. You're gonna have the A's there pretty shortly. They might have an NBA team. It's a new team, so it's a new environment, new everything for them. And something about being in Vegas and having a sports team that the cost of tickets are higher because
and that's a problem too.
You know, those fans. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see. We'll see about it. Last, what was it? The second to last game of the year when Quentin Johnson had his game. I think there was a lot of Chargers fans there apparently. So it sounded like it was being near a Chargers game there. So
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see about that. But guarantee we'll be there week 3 at SoFi, which is the home opener for the Chargers. So.
Yes, sir.
That'll be fun.
But moving on, guys, once again, the story of the week that came out of nowhere.
Oh,
you know, Mike Williams retiring. I mean, that like.
Wait, that was the wrong one. Here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, we ain't cheering that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like it's the breaking news.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
But Mike Will. You know, retiring, that one came out of nowhere. You assume that there might have been some idea that this was going to come down the pipeline or something like that. Because, I mean, he was on the PUP there for a while, too. And you're thinking, okay, what happened there? You didn't hear and see too much, like, highlights, even through OTAs with him, too. But what's your guys' thoughts on this? I know I did a short video on it, too. But, man.
Yeah, I just think injuries failed the guy, man. Just somebody Miguel said. Unfortunately, you know, age catches up to you. It's a rough sport, and I don't think his knee was ready. He wasn't good to go last year. He struggled, and he just wasn't ready to play this year. And I think at some point you got to hang up your cleats, and it just sucks. I would say this: maybe this is an opportunity for us to go out and get Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
you know, probably a good one to get. But again, let's not feel bad for Mike Williams. He's going to get $3 million guaranteed, no matter what, which is. Yeah, a lot of money. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Mike Williams is amazing. Love him to death. He's retiring a Charger at least. And who knows, maybe we sign Keenan Allen if he doesn't want to play. We'll sign him for a 1 or 2 day contract and he'll retire a Charger. So we'll see how that plays out. But it is sad. It is sad. I mean, I really wanted to see him there. He probably could have taught those ex receivers a lot, but we'll talk more about that, you know, in the future of this video.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that he's officially retiring as a Charger, but there is like obviously there's been a couple times that he's had like some clutch plays with the Chargers, and like man, you can't he really put his body out there on the line and stuff like that.
All the time.
Every
All the
single time he caught a ball, he was literally like he was going for it, like, and that's awesome and stuff like that, But I appreciate all he's done for the team. However, I'm gonna throw it out there. I'll be a little negative about this.
Ooh, here you go, hot take.
Hot take. It's possible that Mike Williams has fleeced the Chargers more than any other player in the Chargers history. Like, look, you can say J.C. Jackson did whatever like that.
Exactly.
But over the career, Mike Williams did earn probably about $60 million, and he did, while he did play more than J.C. Jackson, I think he was off the field more than he was on the field. And I'm just like, I just don't know, man. I mean, he got injured so often. It's like, I mean, did he really contribute too much enough for the team to, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Like, look, I love the guy. Like, I think he's amazing or whatever, but I think he was off the field more than he was on. And it's just, I don't know. It's kind of a tough thought though. What do you guys think about that?
Like a Joey Bosa situation.
Yeah, kind of, right? Yeah.
That was probably more of a fleecing than anything.
Probably, yeah.
On the field a lot less than Mike Williams.
I think it was more Joey Bosa, but I think Mike Williams, unfortunately, I mean, it's tough, dude. I remember when his knee went down, I was like, oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good. I hear what you're saying, but I kind of disagree. I just think that, unfortunately with him, your body catches up to you and you're done. The game is over. True. You got to hang it up. And I think Joey Bosa has been there for a long time, though, and yet he continues to try to play. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last year in the league as well, too. And guys, it's a physical sport, man. It is a physical sport. But
I guess that's kind of the thing too. I don't think none of them obviously planned on getting injured. Obviously, like you're right. It's a very physical sport, and so an injuries just happen. It's just the bottom line. It's. We're looking at the stats for Mike Williams. He had an 80% chance of getting injured this year, at least missing at least 4 games. So it's he probably got into camp and he's just listening to his body and so I don't hate him on this for that at all. It's a totally understandable. It just like you said, his body hurts. He's telling him no. It's well, okay, let's go out right off into the sunset.
Yep. Yeah, I think bringing him in though, I think the plan bringing Mike Williams in was definitely to help out the X receivers. I mean, we're going to counter Landon Smith, Trey Harris.
Yeah,
he's a good locker room guy, right? At the end of the day, and at the end of the day, he didn't have to play all the time, right? He needed to play maybe 7-8 snaps, whatever. But look, the man can make the catches when he needed to, and unfortunately, his body just gave up on him, and that's the sad part.
Big time.
And that's kind of what we all hoped for, because the uncertainty that I have with QJ, you're okay, great, we can throw Mike Williams out there for those clutch 3rd down, 4th down situations, even, and save him for that. But we're gonna miss out on those opportunities now, such electric passes that he has.
I thought that was an interesting thought there too. Was the acquiring of Mike Williams basically quiet the wide receiver? We need to go get a wide receiver talk, and that's definitely a true factor too. But I would also say, with Mike Williams, I didn't really hear a whole heck of a lot about him other than, hey, it's great to have him back in the house, all that kind of stuff. And then he got thrown on the pup. You didn't see anything really much on the OTAs with him. It made me feel like I don't think Mike Williams is going to be a bigger factor into this. I think what it was is that Ben Herbert, they said, hey, look, we could give you $3 million guaranteed. Let's just see what we could do with that knee, maybe get that knee right for you. And, it didn't work out. But they're willing to just put a risk on signing him to see how it goes. Now, Mike Williams did a lot for this team. Once again, he was the first LA Charger drafted when they moved to LA. He was the number 1 pick, first LA Charger officially picked, and he is now retired as a Charger, which is cool to see. Yeah. So, but once again, I hope your next endeavors, Mike Williams, goes well, my friend. It would be cool if you actually even came back as some assistant or wide receiver coach or something, if you want to come back and be a coach of some sort. So we'll see. But I mean, a lot of people throw out ideas of Gabe Davis. They throw out Amari Cooper. Gabe Davis blew out his knee last year. You might be around the same exact situation as Mike Williams, maybe even worse. Amari Cooper kind of seemed like he didn't really blend well with the Bills last year. Keenan Allen, I mean, does he really fit on the team? So there is kind of a lot of things that I think the camp is going to tell us a lot about if we need to go out there and get that guy to fill out that wide receiver room. Now, to the next slide here, you know what? We got basically Greg Roman talked a lot about some of these players that are out there, and he's like, hey, we're working through it. And right now, we're not wearing pads. So whatever's happening out there with the wide receivers and everything too, it doesn't really, it tells you a little bit, but it doesn't tell you a lot. Right now, it's about making sure they are running the right routes for whatever plays that they're calling. And then when the pads are on, that's when things can get a little bit more physical at this point to see if a player can actually catch the ball with a little bit of aggression on them at this point. So, once again, we'll see where it all leads with this, but I think it's only going to be down the road that they're going to figure out if they need to sign another wide receiver or who could come in. I mean, once Keenan Allen's still sitting out there right now, and he was streaming the other day, I think Call of Duty or something like that. I don't know what he was.
Nice.
So, anyways, we'll see what happens there, but we got some guys out there that this guy talked about, and we have other slides to chat about, but obviously the rookies are showing out right now.
And Chris B, this is great. Can Mike at least donate his hands to QJ?
There you go. Yeah, before he goes, you know, just just do a little chop, you know,
a little hand donation,
stitchy, like that. You know,
Now, I mean, look, like, you know, man, I just think bottom line, you know, I think our receivers are going to be fine. Justin Herbert has shown an ability, to really make any wide receiver that much better. I mean, again, with Dede McConkey, guys, they were triple teaming him against that the Houston game, and he still got over 200 yards, right? So now again, he still had to get open.
197 yards,
197. There you go, it's almost 200 yards. But again, you know, people like Jalen Reagor might step up. I mean, you know, you got to wonder what the situation is with him. But you know, look, he's made a couple good catches out there, and we're going to talk more about the other wide receivers, but I think we might be okay. You could just go with it. Again, I'm a big believer that the running game is really what's going to matter more than anything. If we could get our running game going, it'll open up the wide receiver, because you got to remember, guys, we're a play-action team. That's what we do. So if our running game isn't where it needs to be, then guess what? The wide receivers aren't going to, you know, get open as often because they're just going to play zone and too high safety, and you know, nobody can get open. So, and I'm just saying it all works together. So, we'll talk more about that in a second as well, too.
Yeah, I agree. And like, we got a whole new Greg Roman here. You know, look at that. He's looking I'm trying to clean shaven. You know, he's more aerodynamic. So maybe we'll see a little bit of you know, him turning a new leaf and having some better plays, stuff like that going on. So we'll see, man. But you guys are right, though. I mean, the running game is going to be essential to our pass game for sure. Like, and there's a good question in the chat here about who do you have better faith in, QJ here or Brandon Rice? I just clicked on it, but you know, y'all clicking too fast on me here.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you have a better faith in Brandon Rice or QJ? Well, I'll say this. I mean, at that point right now, I would have more faith in QJ because we've actually seen production out of him. Brandon Rice, we have not. So we're hopeful that Brandon Rice could be better than QJ, but we can't hang any faith on him yet because we haven't seen anything yet, I suppose. But I guess that is the point of faith, though, right? Hope is believing in something unseen, I guess, right? So I guess maybe you can say we have more faith in Brandon Rice. I don't know. You guys, I'm contradicting myself here, so yeah.
There's a lot of wide receivers in the room. It's going to be a lot of battle. The Jalen Reagor talk seems to get louder and louder for some reason. And, you know, even Darius Davis is another guy that you might even say he's got some pretty dang good hands. And he made some clutch catches last season, too. So, there's a lot to really say about this wide receiver group. I mean, the rookies are showing out, which we will talk about here in a little bit, too. But, Brandon Rice, we'll see what he does. I mean, the thing is, though, his preseason is going to be huge for him. They have 4 games to play and to show out what they could do. So
it's gonna be big for all those guys. Even our backup quarterbacks, right? We got 3 of them that are going to be evaluated. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out too. So,
so is that third quarterback slot still like a free slot that the NFL gives people because of that Brock Purdy rule that happened, or is that still? A thing?
There's still an emergency quarterback rule.
Yeah. Right.
There's still an emergency. So, I mean, Trey Lance or Taylor Heineke.
Heineken.
Heineke.
Heineken.
There's no end at the end. But
I know, I'm messing it up for you. I'm saying it as a joke.
So they still can find a way on the team if it's going to be emergency or not. I mean, the thing is, the Trey Lance contract is going to be not as large as what he signed. Essentially, it's up to kind of thing. So there's only going to be a certain amount of guarantee for him too if he finds a way on the team. But we'll see. We'll see where it all leads for them. But to the interview with Greg Roman, he did talk a little bit about the inside O-line too and the whole battles there. One thing I got a lot out of that is that he emphasized a lot about Jamari Salyer looks like a totally different guy this season.
Yeah.
And he said that multiple times in the interview. That tells me a little bit like the Zion Johnson, Bradley Bozeman, left guard, center type situation where it's going to go. Salyer might actually be showing out on something. He might actually even eclipse to say the swing tackle for like Pipkins or something like that. And now Pipkin's getting paid $7-8 million a season. Now, does he become a trade bait or cut kind of situation? Because if they do cut him, I think they do get. I don't know if they get any salary cap back or not, but it could be trade bait type situation if Salyer does do that, or if Salyer finds his way to maybe even the left guard and outplay Bozeman or something like that. We'll see where it all goes, but this is something that's going to be sorted out here in the next few weeks. And emphasizing once again, when the pads are on, that's where they could really get a justification and idea of what it looks like in the inside O-line.
Yeah, that's gonna be big, man. I mean, it's gonna be huge, and I think they really want to see Zion make that play. I know we already had comments about that earlier, but we'll talk more about that as well too. But they really want to make Zion work because he's a very good prototypical center.
Big time.
But it's looking like there's been some problems. He's not looking as great as they'd hoped.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how it plays out. And again, there's other people that can play center, right? They got two other guys that can play center to be just fine. So is Zion, are they playing a game of musical chairs? He might be out. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's really interesting. I mean, he didn't have a great season last year. So moving him to center was at least another option. But again, play action. We're play action team, guys. You're under center most of the time. So you're not going to be snapping the ball, in shotgun very often. So that center to quarterback, needs to be solid. And if it's not, you're going to be in trouble. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Big time. It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. But pads will be on next week.
Yes.
Too. So that's going to start showing a lot. We will be able at those practice, Andrew and I, so we could see them pads popping and see what's locking. I don't know. I don't know. Beats me. But it's exciting to see. Now, going back to the wide receivers, I know we kind of went into the offensive line talk, but rookies that are showing out. Keandre Lambert-Smith, he was actually even asked, or at least Greg Roman was asked questions a little bit about him, and he said, hey, man, he reminds him a lot of like Brandon Lloyd. And if you guys remember Brandon Lloyd back in the days, Brandon Lloyd was a pretty good wide receiver, a guy that could go out there with speed, great route running, a guy that basically could get open a lot. So KLS could be a guy that could shock you a little bit. And he did also talk in the interview about who's playing X at this point. He said Ladd McConkey can play anywhere and everywhere.
Did you say shocking?
Shocking.
Oh, that's right. By the way, Jorge, I was a break dancer in high school. Yeah, dude, I had it all down, dude. Kickworm, all that stuff, dude.
That was way back in the days, dude. Yeah,
way back in the days, dude, bro. I was all about it, dude. Trust me. Okay, so I have to say this, man. KLS has looked good. Trey Harris has looked good.
Yep. And
we already know our Rodney Gadsden's looked good, and Tyler Conklin's looked good. So again, going back to Williams also retiring, you do have to wonder if he was even going to be on the field a ton either, right? Sure. So now the question is, you got rookies catching balls, right? And it's very different in college going to the pros, right? So that's a lot to be put on these guys' shoulders. But so far they're looking good. They're going to have 4 games to prove themselves in the preseason, and they're going to be out there trying to get as many reps as they possibly can. So we'll see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I have from the Greg Roman interview, I'm going to pull out of that too. What I'm going to pull out of that, yeah, of course, Jorge, yeah, of course.
No, absolutely, yes,
yeah, absolutely. But
I got moves for days. I got moves for days.
Oh,
to
my
go
God.
over the Greg Roman interview, it sounds to me a lot like there's going to be a lot of flexibility about who's going to play X at this point. But even going into the season, I feel like they might even use Ladd a little bit more in the X too, because he is a very versatile guy. When he did get drafted, Ladd McConkey was known as a multi-positional type player. He could play anywhere and everywhere, and I feel very confident he can do that. Now, to say what happens with KLS, I mean, guy's got speed. The guy actually played at Penn State, and then he ended up transferring over to Auburn, I believe it was.
Auburn, yeah.
The guy was a very, very good wide receiver, and you would want to be able to see some more speed on the field, and he could be that guy that could do it. And
he is quick.
He looked really, really good on field. Now, Trey Harris is a guy that they could easily slot into that X position to be that downfield threat for us. A guy that's got great separation for every single route that he runs. The guy could get open, which that will be something to develop with this team. But I kind of feel like when Greg Roman talked about Ladd McConkey, it kind of had a smile on his face. Like he's like, I got plans for Ladd McConkey to really put him in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes here. But it's great to see the new rookies in camp doing something. And why I think we drafted 2 wide receivers is because also they wanted to feel like, hey, Mike Williams might not be able to make it through this season. Maybe there was a little glimpse about him retiring too. So KLS and Trey Harris so far are looking great. Trey Harris is catching bombs, so I love to see it. So,
I'll say this too. Again, we have a lot of depth in the wide receiver room. Last year we did not, right? QJ was obviously struggling. The other person, again, I've already said it, Oronde Gadsden really is a wide receiver and not really a tight end, right? So someone like Tyler Conklin, who we're going to talk about a little later on, he really is a tight end / wide receiver. Really, Oronde Gadsden's pretty much just going to be a wide receiver for the most part. Yes, he's a bigger guy and he'll block as well too, but he's still learning how to block. So I'm just saying, like, we got a lot of young guys that I think Justin Herbert has to get on the same page with him, and he needs to elevate their game, right? So that's going to really be a big part of it. Again, the running game's got to be there too, but these guys got to step up as well and hopefully stay healthy, right? That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I mean, well, all these receivers, KLS and Trey Harris, we got to believe in the H's. Believe in the H's.
Believe in the H's.
Like them kind of rising up right now, like, could not come at a better time because of how Mike Williams is now, never really seemed like he may possibly have not came with the intention to play. It could have been a whole deal of him just to give QJ a little bit of pointers and stuff like that, or just for him to retire in general as a player, with the Chargers and stuff.
No doubt.
So it's exciting to see that, KLS and Trey Harris and Gadsden and Conklin or whatever like that, they got the hands that we need right now. So it's going to be a very big improvement for our wide receiver core, like that. Weapons for Justin Herbert, because that was the biggest problem that we had last year. So let's see the super chat here.
Super chat, Aether, my guy. Appreciate it, my guy. $4.99. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. Good to see you again, once again. And I thought this is kind of a funny little post here, how it was spelled out. AFC defense. Listen, Bichetes.
That's a new word. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Picked up another word yesterday too, man. You're just creating your own language here. But Ladd and Harris are coming in hot. You ready? We do not care. Herbie get MVP. Bolts 14-3. Let's go. I mean, it's going to start with if we're going to try to get the win the AFC West, we got to win the first 3 games. You've got to win against KC, Raiders, Broncos. Get 3-0 in the division, and then let the season play itself out. And after that point, honestly, the middle of the year, it gets pretty good all around too. So I think it would be amazing basically to get to a 14-3, but this is a much tougher schedule all around. So
right.
But
I think that's a great word. We got to add that to the repertoire. Bichetes. Well, we came up with another word too. We call it. You're speaking dumminy, right? So that's like the language of just dummies. Dumminy. You're speaking dumminy. Yeah, that's another word we got to start using a little more. Man, you're speaking dumminy, James.
Dumminy, man.
I don't even know what that word is. Yeah, I don't.
No, it's a language of dumbness, right? Dumbness. You speaking dumminy.
Dumminy.
What's up, Bachettis? I like that. That's good.
Bachettis, dude.
No, but for sure, I honestly, and Aether, I actually think we could have that as our record. I truly, everyone's sleeping on the Chargers. Nobody's giving them respect at all. In fact, I watch so many channels talk about them. Chargers this, Chargers that. They're hyping the Broncos over the Chargers all day. And don't get me wrong, Broncos going to be a good team too. But I look, talk is cheap. It's gonna go down on the field. Let's see what happens. Like, I mean, I like our team over their team, but see what happens on Sunday, man. That's how it's gonna play out. But again, I go back to that running game. We could get that running game going the right direction. Opens up the play action pass. We're gonna be real hard to beat because our defense is gonna be good too. So
yeah, agreed.
What do you say about that?
Agreed. Well, and just to talk further, and I know we chatted about it, but I know Tyler Conklin was also on Chargers Weekly this week, and pretty cool to see, kind of just hear from who is now like our starting tight end, or at least a part of a pretty dang strong group too. So I think a lot of people are focused on the wide receiver. We got to understand that we got some really good tight ends also too. Tyler Conklin could catch easily 500 yards, 60 catches this season. Will Dissly played beyond what he's ever done in his career as a pass catcher. And then Rondé Gadsden, another rookie that seems to be doing really, really well for us. And I think all around our tight end group is being overlooked quite a bit. So that is something that's going to be a key point to this offense and really make this offense click even further beyond the wide receivers, running backs, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking forward to it to see what Tyler Conklin could do for the season. But Rondé is getting a lot of love so far. Like yesterday's practice, he sounded like he was the star of the show outside of the offense not playing very well. Rondé apparently played extremely well yesterday too. So
yeah, I'm kind of surprised we were able to get Tyler Conklin too, right? I mean, he's a very good overall tight end, but Rondé is trying to still figure out how to block correctly. Again, he was a wide receiver. Big dude still, but it's tough, man. You're going up against 280-pound edge rushers. Those are big dudes to move, and you got to be able to, put your body in harm's way, right? So, look, Conklin, that's where he's good too. He's good at that, and he's good at pass catching. So, it's gonna be big, man. I mean, look, everyone is sleeping on us, man. I don't know. It's so funny to me, and I was like, cool, whatever. I don't mind being under the radar, just like everyone said, beat California. So,
well, I mean, kind of going, I do admit, like that they do have some merit to what they're saying by sleeping on us because we've not been historically good against these playoff caliber teams.
Sure.
But hey, you know what? History does not determine the future. I mean, just like the stock market, baby. Just because previous gains do not mean that it's going to be the same. So history doesn't always repeat itself, and so the Chargers are turning a new leaf. The worm has turned. You know what I'm saying?
Worm has turned.
But yeah, so we're I don't know. Like I think Aether kind of went at me a long time ago, saying how look, the other teams that we got to play, yes, they were caliber teams last year, playoff caliber teams last year, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be better this year either. So they also struggle against playoff teams. So this is going to be it's going to be an interesting season. So hold on to your butts.
So I'll say this: we have more depth than we've had ever.
Yes,
big time.
Yes.
So again, we're splitting hairs on who's going to be our starting center, our starting left guard, and we're splitting hairs, guys. Right? So that's great because then, okay, let's say Zion Johnson does start and he struggles. All right, we put in Andre James in there, and then we just keep Bozeman at left guard. And then, maybe Zion works on being a center for a little while. Maybe he comes in the next game or whatever. And my point is you cannot be a really playoff caliber team after a long season like we're going to have and limp into the playoffs with, tons of rookies that haven't done anything and just no depth. You have to have good players across the board. Look at the Eagles. Look at the Chiefs. I mean, the Eagles just destroyed the Chiefs, right? But my point is, if you don't have that depth, you can't go deep. And look, clearly we have it now, and we're splitting hairs on who's going to start over this person or that person, and it's a good problem to have. We'll leave it at that.
And speaking of more depth too, outside of the tight end room, I mean, I think we love like the flashy players, right? We love the flashy players. We want to see the guys that are out there, making plays, getting touchdowns, yada, yada, yada. Marion Hampton right now at this point, with the whole situation with what's going on with Naji Harris, he is in the building.
Yeah.
He's just not practicing at this point. Naji Harris is basically kind of being left behind at this point. Now it's really just the Marion Hampton show.
Yeah.
And my prediction, this continues with Naji Harris at this point. He's going to be our week 1 starter right from the get-go, starting in Brazil, which is going to be awesome to see. With the O-line acquisition with Mekhi Becton, you got to say, hey, we could basically be that bully ball game team once again. We could be those guys, pound on the rock, control the game, find ways to end the game through running the ball. Kind of go back to Marty Schottenheimer days. Marty ball at the end of the game. You got 4.5 minutes left. Mm-hmm. They got 2 timeouts. Run the clock out. Make it happen. Just get past that 2-minute warning, take control of the game, and close it out. And I think that's one thing that I'm going to see a lot more, I think, this year. Find ways to end games through the running game. And, Marion Hampton's going to be fun to watch, guys.
He will be.
I feel like this, though, too. Like, when it comes to Marty ball, they can't do it if it's a touchdown and a field goal, like that we're up. It needs to be that they need to get 2 touchdowns in order to win the game. That's when you start Marty ball. Like I'm not comfortable with the 10-point lead at all. Not one bit. They need to have that 2 touchdown situation as opposed to, they can just get a touchdown and a field goal to win the game. No, you get that Marty ball going once we're like up, 2 touchdowns, maybe even plus an extra 2-point conversion or something like that, So
I think that's the scarring of the Chargers fan base, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is 100%.
That's the trauma speaking there for sure.
Trauma speaking, but I feel more confident that Jim Harbaugh will be able to control it better, find ways to actually close out games better than other past coaches. Marty Schottenheimer did a great job of that. And I think he knew the right plays and the right plays that were going to work to make sure they could close games out.
They had a good offensive line as well, too.
Fantastic O-line. And that's case in point, too. Yeah. I mean, I think we have a chance that we could have a very good O-line. To be determined who the heck is going to be the center at this point. But if we have that O-line, we could control the game. Bobby Ross said it best. You win and lose the games by the lines. If you have basically an O-line that can control the game and control their D-line, you're going to find a way to win, pretty much. Vice versa, if you have a D-line that could beat up their O-line, you could control the game at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, and Aether, I did get a little jealous. Little Kay Adams. Ooh-wee. Interview with Trey Harris. Exactly. Hit me up, baby. Let's go.
Hit me up, baby.
No, but look. The nice thing is, again, I've said this over and over again. I don't repeat myself. We're going to live and die by the running game this year as well, too, right? Because it's going to set up the play action pass. Raheem Sanders has looked good. Marion Hampton's looked good. Look, our running back room is going to be fine. So, again, Harris will be fine too, hopefully. But yeah, I'm assuming it's probably worse than we think it is. We'll leave it at that. So that's kind of a unfortunate situation. So, the good news is we got a stud running back. We got a few stud running backs. So I think it'll be good. So
Kamani Vidal has been one of those guys that's been talked a lot about too. So we'll see where it goes. Now moving on a little bit.
The one fullback too, a lot of people are talking about Steve-O. Steve-O was, I did watch, I read an article that he might make the team. He might actually make the 3-man roster. So we'll see how that plays out. I think it really boiled down to if he can outplay Matlock in the fullback room in camp. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a beautiful thing. You got a lot of open practices and a lot of practices to kind of figure out this team and positions and who's going to make what and everything too. 4 preseason games is going to be fun to watch to see all these guys out there battle, So
Steve-O.
Moving on to defense. I love this picture of Dan because it encapsulates his whole personality. I mean, the dude is an absolute one of probably the best personalities on this team, in my opinion.
Yes.
I love this dude. When we interviewed him a couple years ago,
he was
I just knew this dude was the man. And going to the defense has actually been looking good. It was interesting. They talked about, I think it was 2 practices ago, Deion Henley got burned on a 2-point conversion. Next play, he gets a pick, basically. And, you make a mistake, make a play at that point to make up for the mistake that you made. And Deion is going to be, I'm going to say it, I think he's got a great chance to get to the Pro Bowl this year. But I think he has a chance to become an All-Pro this year, too.
He should. He should have been there last year. Let our team in tackles, man. So,
yeah, absolute stud. And, man, you know what? The Ranger dude, I love watching this guy, and I think he's such a good personality. He's in his 3rd year of his contract, too. So I think there's a good chance that if he plays out this year, he'll get an extension with the Chargers, and he'll stay with this team for a long period of time. So, but defense is looking good. There's even other guys out there that are younger guys too, making things happen also. One thing I love seeing is that Denzel Perryman's still out there mentoring, Deion Henley too. After the play, he got burned. Basically, they ended up looking over the play, kind of understand where he made the mistake, came back out, got that interception. He's actually got 2 picks in camp thus far too. So it's going to be a massive, massive year for Deion Henley.
Yep. It's going to be big.
Love to see it. And
Sibo Klotz is the fullback, undrafted free agent. So just wanted to clarify that.
Yep. Steve-O.
A little late on that, but okay, we got it.
Yeah, sorry, I had to transition it. Yeah, get that in there at some point. I was like,
You got it teed up.
Mm-hmm.
Teed up. But RJ Mickens has been getting a lot of love in camp too. In the
yes, he has.
Side. Now, I really do put a little bit of what's happening on the defensive side is kind of like, hey, you aren't playing the physical nature of things. It could be just a mistake, a route based upon a player not playing the right route, yada, yada, yada. But RJ Mickens is a guy that could easily push his way into the 53-man squad. And it's probably going to be between him and Tony Jefferson at this point.
Yeah.
You got to love these late round guys that could show out and actually play extremely well. I know Triquez Bridges has got a little bit of talk out there too. I mean, I think he has all the intangibles to be a very, very good cornerback for us. Height and speed. Now it's just about figuring out how to be a good cornerback and utilize his speed to his advantage. So RJ Mickens is a guy that's still making some noise at camp right now. So I think, Andrew, you had a little bit of talk about this. I think you sent over an article to me before our show.
Yeah, basically, the short answer is why RJ Mickens went in the 7th round was he's 24 years old, right? Think about that, right? Tutu Pelota's already been in the league 2 years, and he's younger than RJ Mickens, right? So the reality is that I find this interesting. This is an interesting story as to why people get drafted late. He's just older, right? And yes, he's a very good player, and yes, he plays a lot of different positions, but he also does play those positions very well, but he's older. So the argument is you'd rather bring in a guy younger and coach him up and get him to play the way you want him to play, right? So the age factor comes into play. And that's interesting because Tony Jefferson might get edged out because of his age, because he's 30-some plus, right?
Ironic.
So again, RJ Mickens can do it. And a lot of people liked him even going earlier, but they just, a lot of NFL teams don't want him because of his age. So it's age discrimination, folks. It's not cool.
Ageism.
Cool.
Ageism.
Age is just a number, guys. Yeah. Age is just a number. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, we just talked about the Mike Williams situation, how he, over the years, just feeling it, just like your favorite quote from Game of Thrones, "Ain't nothing F's you more than time."
That's right.
That's right.
I'm gonna put that on my tombstone.
There you go.
But yeah, RJ Mickens was our 6th round pick out of Clemson.
Yep.
He's been showing out. And we'll see where it goes with that. That's the thing. There are camp battles in some areas. I think our safety position is pretty solid all around. But once again, iron sharpens iron, right? Get better every day. And RJ Mickens so far is taking advantage of his opportunities while he's on field. So I'm excited to be able to see where he goes and how he can add to this team. I mean, Derwin James has even dropped his name a couple times in interviews too. So we'll see. But I think we got a very good back end of our defense all around. So I am excited to be able to see him.
Well, and Chakrezi Bridges as well too.
Chakrezi Bridges,
The reality is he plays a lot of positions. So the reason why Mickens and Bridges are great is that they can play multiple positions. They're defensive backs. They can play safety and they can play corner, right? Yep. So that goes a long way, right? When you're really looking at building out a squad, because then you don't have to carry as many people as well too, and it'll depend on how he plays in special teams. So I think special teams is going to be a big part for him as well.
Yep, agreed. And I know I did a video talking about Tuli Tuipulotu earlier on. Somebody even said, "Hey, you know what? Is Justin Herbert basically in a pressure year this year to show out?" I think there is a level of pressure that's on him.
Sure.
But I also put in a little bit of pressure on Tuli Tuipulotu. Yeah. Now, the reason why Joey's not here. Now, also, since Joey was always injured with the team, Tuli's had a lot of starts under his belt already too. So he's pretty much already kind of groomed to be the starter. He himself in this interview talked a lot about it, saying, "Hey, look, it's not like I feel like it's any different than it was last year. I go into every year wanting to be better. I want to be that guy on the field all the time." Mm-hmm. Basically, he's like, "I'm ready to go. Like, I know what to do to be a starter on this team," and he's going to take full advantage of that situation. So I'm really excited to be able to see Tuli out there too. Now, my concern of it is you got Bud Dupree behind him and Kyle Kennard. And then you got Morris Brash too, a little bit out there too, but you don't have too much behind him. So I assume there might be a lot of rotation on the Tuli Tuipulotu side of things. Maybe if they feel like it's for situational things, maybe a pass rush versus a run kind of situation. I don't know where it's going to go, but there is a little pressure on Tuli, but I'm glad to be able to hear what his mentality is. It's like, I'm here to get better, and I'm more than ready to be a starter at this point. So he's in his third year, and he's He's ready to go. Let's go.
And he's younger than RJ Mickens too, which is crazy.
Right. 100%. He's 100% ready to be a starter. I mean, he was on the field half the amount of time of Joey Bosa and became the sacks leader of our team, period. So yeah, he's fully capable of being the guy, and we all have high hopes for him. I do believe he's going to get double digits sacks this year. If he's going to be out there 100% of the time, it's going to be great. Sky's the limit for this guy. Cannot be more excited about him. Man. I do think that he's going to be the future of this team for sure. Just throwing that out there, and behind him, Kyle Kennard, man. I'm excited to see this new duo working some magic.
Yeah, Kennard will be an interesting one, right? And a lot of people just thought he was undersized, and they thought that he got a lot of easy sacks because of that defensive line they had there in South Carolina. But look, it's going to be interesting too. There's some people out there. I think Von Miller just signed with somebody, right? So there are a few other people out there that we could go get probably for a cheap contract. I think we'll probably learn about this, I would say, the next week or two. You'll probably start seeing some potential moves if we do add more depth. But I think Tuli's ready to step up. He'll be in fine shape.
Yep, I think he'll be good. It'll be interesting to see him play out there as a full-time starter alongside Khalil Mack. They know each other and they played with each other on field, so they understand each other's game and what they bring to each other each play. So I'm excited about it. Interior D line's another topic that you could even throw out there too. The Jamari Caldwell side of things, will open up some lanes for players and all that too. But bottom line, defense I think is going to be solid this year. I'm excited about what this defense could bring, and so far they're showing out very well in camp. So So at this point, that's kind of what we got for a recap for week one. It is a lot to talk about, guys. And we didn't even cover everything, to be honest. It's just so much to talk about. So many interviews right now. Jesse Minter had an interview also too. Joe Alt, Mac. There's so many things going on right now, but it's exciting. This is the season, right? We're in the season, and it's exciting to basically get things rolling for the 2025 season. We're excited. Andrew and I are going to be out there next weekend for training camp. Friday, Saturday, and Monday. We will be there. So we cannot wait to be out in Los Angeles at the Bolt.
It's going to be fun.
Once again.
Awesome. I'm jealous, but I'm planning on making my trip out there too, boys. So let's make it happen.
No doubt. Can't wait, man. So that was my final thoughts. I don't know if Kyle's got any final thoughts, or Andrew, if you got anything else to close it out for us.
Yeah. Kyle, you go. We'll save the best for last.
Oh my goodness. So
Get out of here.
Exactly right.
Well, I mean, the training camp is already heating up. There's a lot of like little battles going on here and there. It's interesting to see how Zion Johnson and Bradley Bozeman are shaping out to be like, the left guard to center situation. I know people in the chat have been talking about that. Is this really the best time to be figuring out the interior offensive line right now? I mean, obviously we got the right guard set up with Becton, but trying to figure out if Zion is going to be able to replace Bozeman is kind of it's a big if. It's a big mystery right now. So because I've kind of mentioned it to you guys, but there has been some footage where it looks like his snaps are kind of sloppy, where Zion's that is. And so like he's got a lot to learn in a very short amount of time. And so that's kind of one of my biggest questions going into this camp and continuing to move forward is, will he be able to make that work? So that's kind of my final thoughts.
Yeah, and I think I would say this too. Again, everyone, guys, like and subscribe. And, I'll say this. I think that this team has so much more depth. I really, truly believe we can, go deep into the playoffs this year. I fully expect us to make the playoffs 100% and really compete for winning the AFC West. The interesting thing is that we have the same coaching staff pretty much we had last season, almost 100%. I expect us to be as good on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side, but actually even better on the offensive side of the ball because we're going to have more players. We have more depth. When I look at this team up and down, we have a lot more depth than we've had in a very long time. And I said this over and again, it's going to boil down to the running game on our offense. If we could get that running game to be respected, guys, it doesn't have to be 150 yards a game, but just respect the running game. Guys, it's going to open up the play action pass. We're going to be so much more deadly. We're going to stop people on defense. We're going to be fine defensively. But that offense would be, amazing. So you're right. Interior O-line is going to be the biggest question mark right now. But, man, they'll get it figured out. And, guys, the only way they can really figure it out is put pads on and see how they do against the people in front of them, right? I mean, so I would expect this. I will say this as far as Zion Johnson is concerned. You're probably going to see Bozeman and Zion Johnson out there getting some snaps in these preseason games because they've got to figure out can he do the job. Yep. And so it's going to be interesting. So, yeah, I'm excited to see it, man. It's going to be exciting. I've never been more excited for preseason games in my entire life. I'm pretty excited to see these guys out there. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Big time. Can't wait, guys.
Do you think he's excited?
Yes, I'm excited.
Just a little bit. A little bit.
Oh my gosh, that's right. That's good. Oh, yeah. Jorge, this is my joke. He said this. Yeah, because my shirt is out of this world. I say this all the time. All the time. My gosh. Oh my gosh, it's the best.
So good. Well, we can't wait for the season to get rolling. But man, Action Dan 6'5" with the $20.
Oh, what's up, Action Dan?
Super chat, man. You guys are the bomb. No, Action Dan 65. You are the bomb. And
you baby. You're the bomb.
Appreciate your love and support, and we love to see that royal blue helmet in your logo there.
My gosh, so excited.
Yeah. I'd love to keep the Royals, and I don't know why they didn't do that as another throwback because it would have been real cool to do like a 80s, 70s Chargers type of
Royal.
Dan Fouts kind of Royal would have been super sick. I have a Kellen Winslow Royal, and I love the jersey. I just a little too big for me, but Action Dan, you are the bomb, man.
Thank you so much,
up, dude. Appreciate it, my guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Actually, truth is, like, I was actually hoping for a Royal jersey refresh because, like, obviously, like the Royals were great. I mean, we were undefeated in those things, so we got to keep that vibe going, So yeah,
yep.
But it's kind of a bummer that they went away from that entirely, So I mean, I do admit it did kind of look like Rams colors a little bit more, but that's all right. Yeah. So
yeah. But thank you guys. Well, we really appreciate you, and as always, stay bolted up. See you guys in the next one.
Bolt Bros.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night.